What? So now it's recording. Share my screen. All right, share my screen. Biodiesel. Background and explanation. Biodiesel is a renewable energy resource made up from living things such as plants and animal fats, acting as an alternative to natural gases such as gasoline or diesel. The main goal being to cut down on carbon emissions and the negative effects it has on the air. This is just a photo showing like what biodiesel actually is. So it's taking these little, see the food, the animals, they're turning it into the waste, turning it into fuel we can use. How it's produced. In biodiesel, plants, oils, and animal fats are turned into fuel that works for engines, then put into a chemical reaction called transesterification, where they are mixed with an alcohol and a catalyst. Once the chemical reaction occurs, the biodiesel separates from the glycerin and is a cleaner resource for us to use to power vehicles. The usage around the world. Biodiesel is plentiful and is being used in several countries, mainly in countries such as the US, Brazil, and some parts of Europe and Africa. Although there is still studies going on to try to make it cheaper for the world to use. It's just a graph or a chart, showing where it's being used. So you can see Africa is heavily being used, as well as South America, and then some in the US here, and Asia, and as well as in Europe. Next on carbon footprint. Biodiesel has lowered greenhouse gas emissions severely as it uses 50 to 80% less carbon dioxide. It is also a cleaner burning as it produces less particles, which helps out the air. It is also renewable, meaning it is made of plants or oils, helping with the waste we produce. The economic impact. Biodiesel has helped out with local communities as it has created jobs in farming, also allowing for market growth as people can invest into the renewable energy sources, which further help our economy. Efforts to the public. Gas stations have started to label biodiesel blends as B20 in order to help customers know what they're buying and invest into something that helps out. There's been campaigns run also in order to support biodiesel towards the public, furthering their knowledge, as well as community programs to share about biodiesel and its positive effects. My analysis plan if funds did not matter. As biodiesel is a widely known subject, I would push for the usage of it, firstly by expanding the sources we pull from, not only having it being plants or animals, and finding new sources in order to be able to compete with the big gases such as diesel and gasoline. Also, I would push businesses and have them within like a tax incentive onto why they should use biodiesel instead of what they're using right now in order to push for it more, as well as enhancing the public's view on biodiesel and educating them on its effects and how it's the future. If funds didn't matter, I would push for research to be done in order to perfect biodiesel and make it our primary source of fuel, as well as pushing out campaigns for people to see biodiesel and its positive effects onto our community. This is just showing what could happen if biodiesel became our main source. You can see the plants fueling our cars here and getting away from all the unnatural stuff. Here are the sources I use during my research. Thank you. Stop share. Please share that fucking record. Pause.